And I'm live. I'm gonna be doing some training. I'm intended all night. Uh, Training for bare knuckle fighting. I've already, I have conditioned knuckles. I can punch hard things pretty hard without breaking my knuckles and my wrists. Uh, I've done quite a lot of bare knuckle training. While training for, because in a street fight, I train martial arts and I train martial arts self defense. So in a street fight, you won't have wraps and gloves most likely, which means you won't have a lot of padding in between your knuckles. What are you hitting? So here's the point. I've hit bulletproof steel plates before without wraps and gloves, which means if I can hit steel plates without wraps and gloves pretty hard, that indicates I will be able to hit a human forehead bone or something like this without breaking my hands. They're gonna look at. We're gonna look at one of my old videos here. I showed it to you. I'm live on Twitch on my phone and live on Rumble on my computer. So here we go. Here. This is punching the where that I have. I used to have an old bed. This is my old bed, and I hung my plate care over it. And I had a this bulletproof steel plates in there. That's a 1-2. So if I can hit that hard bar basketball gloves, I could hit a human forward ball without breaking my knuckles on my wrist. If you could punch that hard, bulletproof steel plates inside a plate carrier, there's gonna be fabric like similar to, I don't know, some kind of tough fabric. So there's gonna be some fabric there, which is gonna be tougher and give more friction than the human skin would. Okay, it's like felt cloth or something. Is the plate carrier. It's it's not like some soft. It's not really cushioning. Actually, it might be worse because you have the friction of it. So even if you got like wet hands, that cloth you hit it gives friction. Okay, so that's a 1-2. Punching steel plates inside a plate carrier. Well, don't try this at home, people. So just because I'm showing myself doing something, this is not like a challenge. Do this yourself. Okay, I would recommend you can get hurt. Here's another video. See, same there. Punching steel plates in a plate carrier.
Punching a steel board.
This is a plate carrier, which means that's what you carry bulletproof plates. 1-2s.
Now some palm strikes.
Now I'm doing palm strikes because I think I opened up cuts on my skin. And I switched to palm strikes. I did that on my wrist, started hurting. Okay, which is not just like, oh, it's uncomfortable. That is like, uh, if you feel a certain way in the wrist, that means like it's time to not use it more. You might break it. Okay. It's kind of like when I train, just take up shoe fighting and I kick, and I throw many hard kicks. It's like if the next day I have pain in my ankles and knees, I might feel like I want to train. I have to tell myself like, no, give your body some time to rest and wait until like the soreness and pain in the wrists and ankles have disappeared until I do it again. Not that because I have a problem being uncomfortable pain, okay, but because it'd be unwise. As a matter of fact, I have a problem with ignoring pain and doing things maybe I shouldn't. Like sometimes I have cuts on my hands and I go throw punches again and I start bleeding again, open up. I have pain somewhere, I still throw punches. It's like when I used to have the bulb, I would throw hard and fast punches. The next day I have pain in my wrists, some cuts on my knuckles, and I can't, I want to train again. I train again. They said, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done it. So I've got to better kind of forcing myself to not do things when it's unwise to. If I feel like I want to train, it's like I want to go hard now. I know, okay, I want to train again. It's I got pain here and there. I want to go hard. Don't go hard, okay? It's like don't go hard, go light, okay? Have the force not go light. And sometimes I decide to go light and end up going hard anyway. So that's the point. I'm gonna do some bare knuckle fighting training today, which means fighting training for bare knuckle fighting, which is what a street fight will be. So I train martial arts as a passion also because it could be used in self defense. So anyway, that's the point. I will be using these gloves, which doesn't do anything in terms of padding, really. Okay, it's like last time when I had a tire punch video, for example. That's with gloves, okay, that are just cloth gloves. There's no padding in there, okay, and no wrists. And I'm gonna do that today again. Use my these gloves I got from Team, and these are not for martial arts. Okay, they're not made for punching things, and there's no padding in here. Really, there's a little bit of plastic here that is like the type of cloth similar to the plate carrier. There's not really any padding here. This is more to protect my skin from cuts. Okay, if I would punch the tires without gloves, complete white gloves, I'm likely to open up my skin, especially I don't want like plastics in the wound, okay, because it's rubber. And I notice like if I do training on rubber tires, have a stick or something like this, the stick becomes kind of tight. It becomes stained with the rubber on it, which means if I would throw punches, if not only would I open up my skin and get cuts if I throw many hard punches, but I would be rubbing in rubber into the wound, and that's not good for health. So I'm intending to do some punching training, bare knuckle. Now it's not bare knuckle the training, but the training is for fighting bare knuckle. Okay, which means I gotta be wearing these gloves, which doesn't really do a lot in terms of padding. And basically, what I said is correct. It protects my skin from being cut up. Okay, so I can throw more punches before my skin is open, and I'm bleeding, and then I have to stop. And I'm not gonna go hard. Okay, I go light. Got my stack of tires too. I'd like to get a new punching ball. I might have to buy one. I did send an email to a martial arts ball manufacturer company and sent them like a link to my social media or like screenshots of how many views I've been getting recently. And like, if you send me one of your dummies for free, they will be featuring my videos. Okay, and it's like if you're interested, let me know. Okay, it's up to them. And like, well, I'm not big enough or whatever. But yeah. So don't try anything you see me do this video at home. Gonna do some martial arts training. So I'm gonna be training for bare knuckle street fighting. Okay. So I don't train towards being a martial artist competing. I do have martial arts as a passion. And in case I would have to end up using the training except fighting, it wouldn't be in an arena. I mean, if I would end up fighting somebody, it wouldn't be in a sports arena, which means there wouldn't be wraps, gloves, and things like this. It would be like I'm walking around every time I'm outside or something, which means with shoes and gloves or without gloves. Okay. So most people have brittle hands and they couldn't do what I did before, like punching bulletproof to a place and break your hand fast on breaking. And most people don't have good punching power, so they don't do it. Now, it's almost like I said, people that wouldn't have to be concerned because they can't punch hard, but they can punch hard enough to break their bigger or avatar spin their bones. Like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in these gloves here. And these are not sports gloves, not like padded with it. It's just a layer of fabric between my skin and what I'm feeling, which, like I said, is intended to protect my skin from getting cuts. Okay, open up my skin. I see one of these disgusting gang stalkers that have been harassing me online for the government gang stalking program in Sweden, or the Swedish Christian gang stalkers. He followed me on uh, Twitch, and it's gonna get blocked. It's not allowed here, and it's all these people that work for the government to harass me and upload videos I'm supposed to be harassed by. This made video lying about before. Why don't you just false gospels person without any proof? And I have video of him teaching false gospel. Den lilla kärringjäveln kan sluta titta på mina. Han kommer att bli blockad. So, bare knuckle fighting is different from sports fighting. We have wraps of gloves. Now you can train for bare knuckle fighting with gloves. Okay, I saw video recently where bare knuckle fighter was talking about his training, how it's different because the boxer sports would refuse to spar unless you wear like 16-ounce gloves. And it wouldn't be smart to train bare knuckle sparring and spar with bare knuckles unless you have really good control. And you can hit, you need to hit light everywhere pretty much to the body. And to the face, it's almost impossible. Like if you're connecting, you're likely to create cuts, and it's very easy to break something. So for street fighting, like bare knuckle fighting, conditioning is more important. Like having conditioned knuckles so you can punch things without breaking hands. You're less likely to. It's never always like nothing can break, but less likely to break your hands and being good with your precision, hitting the right spot, as considered. 1-2s. It can be really frustrating if my name and do sports stuff. And then catch what you're doing. Okay, here. 1, 1-2, okay. 1-2. See, and then I'm switching. So I start here. 1, 2, and I'm covered. This one. I got a rumble stream going as well. Critical Mass mic. Rumble. Two. Yeah, be careful with this, okay? One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It'll be a border shot. See here. This is kind of frustrating because you punch it once and it turns. I really need to get any more of these punching balls. It's an uppercut. There's also a reason why in Muay Thai sparring and gyms where they do sparring, a lot of times they don't allow elbows in sparring. Because much like your fist, there's no padding there. And the bone is very close to the skin, so like you want to break bone if you connect with elbows to the face. Break the nose, knock teeth out. You can break the overbone, create cuts. Kind of like a wide-arm hook, kind of like a short hook. And not short meaning not short, but it's kind of this, not wide like this, but kind of. Volume can be good, high volume. Overhand, and there's different ways to do overhand. Let's focus on kicking. Like I said, don't try and do this at home. And I'm like, don't try anything you see me do in this gym at home. I'm training. I do some martial arts training.
without a video. On Twitch, this one is still on. Don't put this at home. Part one of this was on Twitch, and I switched to Instagram. I like to diversify, not put all my eggs in one basket. So sometimes I go live for a while, do something on Twitch, and then switch to Instagram, Facebook. I'm also live on Rumble, my Rumble channel, Critical Mass Mike. That's one of our Rumble channels. I'm training street fighting self-defense, which is bare knuckle. And the only reason I have these gloves is to protect my skin from cuts. One, two. And also not missed, that's shadow boxing in front of me. Alltså styrka 20 kicks.